Once upon a time, I thought I had all the time in the world. I was sitting at a cafe, scrolling through my phone, mindlessly jumping from one video to another. Another afternoon wasted, another day slipping through my fingers. That's when I noticed him. A frail old man sitting across from me, sipping tea. His wrinkled hands trembled slightly, but his eyes were sharp, as if they had seen more than I could ever imagine. "Son," he said suddenly, snapping me out of my trance. "Do you know the true value of time?" I smirked, leaning back. "It's just time. There's always more of it." The old man chuckled, shaking his head. "That's what I used to think too." Suddenly, the world around me shifted. I wasn't in the cafe anymore. I was in a luxurious office, facing a billionaire in a perfectly tailored suit. He leaned forward, his piercing blue eyes locked onto mine. "I will give you $10 million right now," he said, tapping his fingers on the polished wooden desk. "But in exchange, you won't wake up tomorrow." I laughed at first, but my smile faded when I saw the seriousness in his gaze. "What?" I scoffed. "No way. My life is worth more than that." The billionaire smirked, leaning back in his chair. "Then why do you waste something worth more than $10 million every single day?" His words hit me like a slap. Before I could respond, the scene changed again. I was no longer in the billionaire's office. Instead, I found myself standing in a vast, empty space. In front of me was a colossal golden hourglass, taller than a building, sand flowing steadily from the top to the bottom. I stepped closer, mesmerized. The sand was slipping away, grain by grain. Then I heard the old man's voice, but he was nowhere to be seen. "Imagine your life as an hourglass, constantly running," he said. "Every grain of sand is a moment you'll never get back. Once it's gone forever." I reached out instinctively, trying to stop the sand, but it slipped through my fingers. Panic surged in my chest, and then, just as suddenly, I was back at the cafe. The sun was still setting, the air still warm, and the old man still sat across from me, smiling gently. I gasped, my heart pounding. It felt so real. He placed his empty teacup down and leaned forward. "You have more than $10 million worth of time every morning you wake up. Don't waste it." I swallowed hard. I had never thought about time that way before. I had spent years waiting for the right moment to chase my dreams, wasting hours on meaningless distractions. But time was the one thing I could never get back. I stood up, shoving my phone into my pocket. My mind was clear for the first time in years. "Thank you," I said, my voice firm. "I won't waste another second." The old man simply nodded, his wise eyes twinkling. From that day forward, I changed. I woke up early, exercised, read books, and worked harder than ever. Every second felt precious, every moment a chance to grow. I realized that time wasn't just passing, it was a currency, and I had to spend it wisely. Time is life's greatest treasure. You can always make more money, but you can never buy back time. Use it wisely.